Okay, so what's for dinner, y'all? That's a question that we were asking ourselves, about an hour or so ago. And Jay was saying, well, let's go put something on the grill. So I thought, okay, what can I whip up really quick that is still low carb because we're still trying to lose a little bit of weight that we gained over the holidays. So what can I fix up? And y'all, I've come up with this great little recipe. It's a variation on something I've done before. And this is gonna be a fantastic hamburger. We're just not going to be using a bun. So if you are new here, hi, I'm Melissa Diane. Let's go ahead and jump into the ingredients that we're going to be using today for this incredible, y'all, this is going to be a fantastic tasting low carb burger. Now, so first of all, you have got your beef. I'm going to be using some ground beef here. You can use any kind you want. I'm using some from one of Jay's hunts, but about 2 pounds of this ground beef is all you need. We're going to be using some shredded cheese. I've got some sharp cheddar shredded cheese is what I've got here. I'll put all this in the description below the video and some approximate measurements because I've just kind of thrown this together. I think it's going to be wonderful. So you've got your shredded cheese. We've got some chopped onions, okay? I also went and I chopped up a jalapeno because I think this will be great in here and we love everything really spicy. Then along with that jalapeno for some flavors, we have got some garlic powder. I have got some chili lime powder. My daughter got me hooked on this, y'all. It's really good. It's called chili lime. We're also going to be using some salt and pepper, but I like this thing here. It's called Kinder's The Blend. There's salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic in here. So it's kind of like a little double garlic, but we really like garlic. So this is really nice. The salt and pepper is already mixed together. Right here, I have got some Tony Chachere's. I cannot ever say that right. But anyway, I will put this in the description below the video. Y'all, if you've never used Tony's before, you're gonna have to order some of this. You can get it off Amazon. We get it here from our local grocery store. We're in Texas. This is incredible. We're gonna put some of this in our burger. Then let's see what else we got. And then also here's some Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna put that in. And I think that's pretty much everything we've got for the burger. And then we do have a veggie I'll show you in a minute. We're gonna be using some broccoli for our veggies. Okay, so now let's just get right to it. I'm gonna be putting some gloves on. I think the best thing to do is just to use your fingers. So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna put, I don't have exact measurements. I'm just gonna put some of this Worcestershire sauce all over the top. I may have to come back and do some more, but I'm doing about, I guess, 4 passes across the top of this Worcestershire sauce. I'm thinking that's probably gonna be enough. I've got that in there. Now, across the top, I'm gonna put some garlic powder. Just all the way across the top, kind of back and forth 1 or 2 times, okay? I'm gonna leave the lid off in case I need more. Now, across the top, here, let's see. We're gonna put this salt and pepper blend back and forth. We like lots of seasonings when we get our patties together. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do a few dashes of this chili lime. It's really good. I'm just gonna kind of put this all across the top. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna probably put some more of that in here. I'm gonna open it up to where it has that other side. So now before I put in the other items, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this. And I'm just gonna mix it and mix it. And this is gonna make such a nice burger. Now, when we're not doing our low carb diet, I do like to put in like some really, really good barbecue sauce. And there's one that we use, it's called Baby Ray's. Oh my gosh, it just tastes so good in here, but I just can't do it tonight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put in, I think, my onion. Now when I do these onions, they're not super finely chopped, they're kind of still big, but I kind of like it that way. I kind of like to give it a lot of texture, and I think it just looks really neat when you can see that in your burger. Okay. This is starting to smell good, actually. We put those different seasonings right there that we put in. Okay, now we've got that all mixed. Let me move this over so you can see a little better. We got all those mixed. Now I'm gonna pop in the jalapenos. I think one of these was actually a jalapeno. I think one of them may have been a serrano pepper. We have a garden every year, and this is in the very end of February when I film this, and these are actually some jalapenos and serrano peppers that have been in the freezer. I vacuum sealed them, so we're able to eat them all year round. So mix that up really good so every one of your burgers gets a little bit of that pepper. Now, let's see what I want to do. Now I'm gonna put in our shredded cheese. There we go. I'm putting cheese. We sometimes, like to put cheese on top of the burger, but I'm putting it inside. Oh, this is gonna be so nice. And I think I am gonna put a little bit more of that Worcestershire sauce. This is a workout, let me tell you. There we go. I should have gotten my step stool. I'm short. I should have gotten that step stool so I could kind of get down in there. Here we go. Let's put a little bit more of this across the top. There we go. And I think the only other seasoning, I may put a little more garlic in, and then a little bit more of that chili lime, but I think that's really about it. And I think we are ready to go. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish mixing this, and then we're gonna take these and we're gonna form these into some patties. So as I'm mixing this, guess what? We forgot something. I'm gonna go get it. I put it in the air fryer earlier, and it's through cooking, and I kept thinking, I know I'm missing something. I got some bacon, and that bacon has been in the air fryer, and it is cooked, and it is done. So I'm gonna go get that bacon really quick and bring it over here, and then we're gonna crumble that into these patties. Oh, y'all, it's gonna taste fantastic. Okay, so here we go. Look at our bacon. Like I said, this was in the air fryer. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is gonna taste so good in these hamburger patties. And so I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna start crumbling it in here all over, and then mix this up. Y'all, this is gonna be so, so good. I just love bacon and just about anything. So I'm mixing this up. We got the bacon all mixed, and y'all, I thought of one more thing that I wanna put in here. So let me go to the fridge. So don't go away, I'm gonna come right back. I went to the fridge, and I'm gonna put a little bit of lime juice in here. I think that is gonna be, let's mix it up. I think that's gonna be so good. I just thought of that. So let's try that. So let's mix all this up. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be so, so good. With just that little touch of that in here. These are gonna be some really good patties. We've got that Tony's in here. We got that bacon. We've got that jalapeno and cheese. And all this is everything we're putting in here. We're still on our actually low carb diet. It's gonna be good. Yum, yum. Okay, so let me get some of these little things here I'll put up, and I'll be right back, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get these all ready for the grill. Okay, now I promise this is the last thing. I already took my gloves off. This is the last thing I'm gonna add. I had set over here when literally, I didn't prepare for a lot of this. I ran through the pantry and grabbed these things. Guess what, y'all? I have a little bit of ranch dip dressing left in a package I used a couple of weeks ago, and I had saved this. I'm gonna put this in these burgers. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. I use ranch dip a lot in the dressing mix in roasts and different things. So, oh my gosh, this is gonna be fantastic. This is gonna taste wonderful. I think Jay's gonna be surprised. I told him, I said, yeah, I wanna come up with something you can put out there on the grill. And we're just gonna get creative. So there we go. We got that ranch mixed up. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now, so what I'm gonna do is, get my gloves back on here. I'm gonna take some of these. I just have this little thing. I'm sure you've seen these. Let me see which way I need to get it. This way, I believe. We just put your little hamburger, meat in here, and then you just make little patties out of it. And y'all, I just think this is the neatest thing ever. They've been around forever, but I hadn't used one until, I guess a couple of years ago. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this over here on this one, And I'm just gonna put this down. Let me see which way it went. I'm trying to remember. Okay, let's see. I think it goes this way. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here, just a ball of this, and I'm gonna push this down, and then I'm just gonna flatten it, and it just makes a really good, consistent patty. You know, look at that. See, just comes out, nice little consistent patty. Okay, I'll put them over here. I'm gonna flatten them out just a little. Once I've done that, I like to flatten them out just a little. There we go. And then over here, I don't know if you can see or not, but over here, I've taken some wax paper, because once I get these on here, I like to put a piece of wax paper on top of each one, because Jay tells me that when he's out working on the grill, that really does just make it a little bit easier when he's plopping these up and putting them on the grill. And I'll show you how he does that here in just a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these here, plop them in here, and make a few more of these patties, and we'll see how many we can get. Okay, so we have all of our patties done. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 patties here. So we'll each of us will have one of those tonight, and then we've got some that we can use throughout the week, and we may even vacuum seal and freeze a couple. But this is wonderful. These are going to be great. So we'll get the grill going here in a few minutes for those. For the other item that we'll have along with that tonight, I'm going to do some broccoli. And so what I've got here is my broccoli steamer. And y'all, when I do my broccoli, I like to take this head of broccoli, and you can't just put it in here, right, and just steam it like this. But then you have to cut it up after it's done. So I like to take this, and I go ahead, and I just cut it up right now. I think it just makes it a lot easier. And then sometimes when I steam it, I don't put anything on it at all. Sometimes I will put seasonings on top of it before I will steam it. And I have a video that I can link, or I'll put the link for that in the description, where I put a lot of different seasonings on the broccoli while it's actually steaming, and it turns out really good. But tonight I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm just gonna chop this up right here. And then I'm gonna go put it over on the stove with just a little bit of water in the steamer. And I'll show you something else I have, and that is I went ahead and I've gone ahead and got me a little glass measuring cup here. I've got a half a stick of butter, and then some garlic powder, because once my broccoli's done here in a little bit, I like to melt this, put some garlic powder in here, and then pour that all over the broccoli when I put it out into the serving dish. And y'all, it is so good. It's just absolutely wonderful. So go ahead and you get that ready so you have it all. So I'm gonna fill this up, get this steaming. We're gonna turn the grill on, and I'll see you out in the outdoor kitchen. Real quick before we head out, here's where I have got my broccoli. It's all on. I just put water just not very far up, probably about maybe 1.5 inches of water in there, not very far up, maybe 2 inches at the most, I guess, of water. And I'll turn that on in a few minutes, and it'll probably steam. It only steams for about 15 minutes. Looky here, y'all, the broccoli is done. Look, it steamed for probably about 15 minutes, and it looks so good. Okay, so we're gonna head outside, and we're gonna put our hamburgers. Look over here, y'all. We're gonna put the hamburgers on the grill. Jay's got the grill all going, and here he is. It's cold out here. It's February. We're gonna put these burgers. Y'all, they turned out really good.
Yeah, they're good.
So let's see if they stay together. I put a lot of onions in there and jalapenos. Let's see how they do. Look up there. There's a burger. That wax paper helps, doesn't it?
Works perfectly. Grilling and chilling.
Thank you, babe.
Like the sign says, grilling and chilling.
That's right. Over here, y'all, we are grilling and chilling. Look at these. Oh my goodness, y'all. These have just turned out so good. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we took the broccoli, we got it out of our steamer. We've got our broccoli here. I'm gonna pop over here, and I got that butter that I told you about earlier. And I'm gonna put some garlic powder in here and just swirl this up, mix it up real good. And then we're gonna pour this just all over our broccoli. Here we go. And y'all, this tastes so good. Jay showed me how to do this. And it just, it tastes wonderful. So we're gonna put that all over and then go put it over here with our hamburger patties. Okay, so here we are, y'all. There we go. That's our dinner. It looks wonderful and it's gonna taste great. Now be sure and check out that next video that's popping up, and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.